Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ready. Today I'm going to continue to show you how to use filter rows function to select the different select the specific rows which suits your meet your requirement. We will use tidyverse package. We use a filter function. So let's get started. But first, I'll show you how to use, before I start, I'll show you how to install and load R packages. The first one we're going to use is tidyverse. Tidyverse is the most important and most frequent used packages in R, and it's very powerful. Before we use it, we have to start it, to install it. Let me show you how to install it. Use install packages. You go to here, package, and install. Just input tidyverse. If you correctly, it will show you the selections which meets the requirements. We just choose this one and install, because I have already installed it. So I cancel it. Once you have installed it, you will find it here. And here you can upload. You can upload like this, or you can upload like this, library, TIDY, years, tidyverse. Yes, that's right. I would recommend you use code ways to library tidyverse, because if we have to go to here and type, then click it, for the first time, that's fine, but we are supposed to use many times this tidyverse. So when you come back to the R, if you have a code here, you just click it, then it will library the package. It's very quick and convenient for your reproducible work. So last time I have showed you how to create a Quarto document. Let me show you again. Quarto document. And listen to. Yeah, we use HTML file. Minimize this. And there are some examples to show you how to use. So we render. Before render, we have to R2. We have to save it. And you will see in the viewer tab. This way we can maximize it. Yeah, this is outcome. But please be aware that before you use Quarto, you first need to install the Quarto on your computer. So you go to quarto.org and get started. Download Quarto. And you download Quarto, you go to the, just double click it and you will install to your computer. I have downloaded, so I will go back to the, and also you need to install another package which is called R Markdown. R Markdown. This you also install it because I have already installed it. R Markdown. Please notice that we don't need to load the R Markdown like this to the library. We can just use it. You need to install it. Okay, after you have, you can read it and use library, DIY years, tidyverse, and but today we are going to use a car data, which is a political data set. And after if you haven't installed it, also you'll go to here, just install car data. And once you have installed, we can use a dataset, which is called BEPS. We can use BEPS. You see here are 10 columns and 1,525 entries. So we can glimpse BEPS. This will show us the rough idea of the data set. First one is vote. It's a factor variable, and age is a numerical variable, and also economic, Blair, integer, Haya integer, political integer. Gender is factor, so we can see vote is a factor, gender is factor, male and female, and this is others are numeric variable. And we can also use BEPS to get help about the data. This tells us this is a dataset names and from the car data packages. And this will show us what the variable means. For example, vote means party choices, conservative, labor, or liberal democrat. Age in years, the voters' ages, and economic condition, national economic condition in household, and Blair, assessment of the labor leader 1 to 5. Here's 1 to 5 here, and so on and so forth. So for the following part, I'm going to show you the filter rows. Use filter function. Filter rows, which means we want to add some conditions to select from the the rows is the rows. Let me show you, which means the rows, the road. For example, we choose the neighbor and or choose all the liberal Democrat, or choose the all conservative, or choose age is greater than or less than or equal to, and also choose gender is male or female. Yes, that comes in first. Let me show you. Yeah, it's first use greater than BPS. We use a pipe. Before we use pipe, we need to go to the tools, global options, and code. Here we need to click it. If this hasn't been selected, select use native pipe operator, and okay. Then you can use the pipe operator. And if you want to use the pipe operator's shortcuts to input pipe operator, you just pipe and insert pipe operator. Here you can change the shortcut. I use Command P. Okay, use Command P operator, and the filter. Here it will show the function name is filter, and it's from dplyr. Dplyr is part of the tidyverse. And we use, for example, we choose age is greater than 65, 67. Yeah, it will show us all the age is greater than 67. And we can also use less than, for example, less than 35. Yeah, there's 162 observations, which is age is younger than 35 years old. Also, we can use less than and equal to 35. Now here is 162. Let's see if we have how many more. It becomes 221. So it's about 40 voters, which is equal to 35 years old. Let me check if it's look, we got an error message. Ask you, did you mean age equals to 35? Yeah, actually, I typed it in. I typed it not by mistake. I intended to type the just to show you the in R the equal to has to be double equal, not single equal. So we choose this one. It's correct. So 39. Yeah, just as we have expected. Yes, this is choose a numerical variable. We can also use filter to choose non-numerical variable. For example, filter is gender equal to. Forget it, we got another error. Object male not found in argument because the male is not number. If it's not number, we have to quote it, or we can just use a single quote. Okay, we got it. Or we use a single double quote. Yeah. Double quote, that's the same. Okay, yeah. Equal to, right? Equal to, we have showed that equal to. Not equal to, we can use not equal to. For example, yeah, this is a shortcut. You can quickly copy the chunk. You just choose it. Use Option, Command, and arrow down. It's here. Option, copy down, and it's down, and it's up. Is Alt, Command down, or Alt, Command up. But of course, you can change it as you wish. We can use not equal to. Not equal to, which means it's not equal to female, which means it's male, right? It's all male. Or if we use numeric variable, yeah, we use not equal to 35. So all are not 35. Yeah, 35 we don't use quotation marks. Okay. And we have logical operators and or. For example, we use gender equals to, we use this sign to tell its end. Age equals to 35. Yeah, the both conditions has to be meet at the same time. So age has to be 35 and the gender has to be female. And we can also use or we use this one. It's a yes, it should be here. Yeah, this one. Use shift. Yeah, use shift this. You get or. So all voters are neighbors. If they're not neighbors, we need a chain. If they're not neighbors, yeah, this is conservatives. So then they has to be 35. So the two conditions, they have to meet one. Okay, we have another one. If we have three conditions, for example, age equals 27 and vote equals to neighbor and gender equals to male. You see that we have said that R is case sensitive, but we notice that here is small L, but here is a bigger L, capital L, so but they both works. No, I don't think so. I think that's because we used or. If we use R, L, small L, and you see, here is no, so capital does mm, sorry, and gender is to check. Oh, ABOUR. Oh, age equals to 35 or here we got 719. But if we use parentheses for the second one, let's say if we get different outcome. Yes, we do get a different outcome. Here it's only 28 outcome, and here we have 719. So the order is the order matters. Order matters of the rational operations. So if we first select from voter equals to neighbor or gender equals to male, then and age equals to 35, which is different from this. Okay. One more, I'll show you one more because this one is also deals with the filters with rows, which is orange. Orange, which means we can sort the for example, age. You see, if we don't arrange, this will with this order, and age is randomly. But we use orange, which means we want the age from low to high, but we can also from high to low. So the first one, 93. But how about we use the vote? You see, it's also from this will be ordered by arranged by alphabetically. We can also use minus. Then L goes first. But notice, because this is factors, if it's a numeric, it won't work. The minus won't work. So let me show you. Use another. On this or numerics. So use the Star Wars. Okay, here, this is character. So characters, we can with alphabetically. But if we change to minus name, this does not work because the name is not numeric or factor. So, but how do we do that if we want to use from alphabetical from high to low? We use this DESC, which is short for discretion. Discretion. You see, this is for the last starts with the last labor letter Z and Y, W. So this works. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.